into a mirror, and what do you see?
Alright guys, I'm not condoning running from the police at all, but hey, at least make them work for it. It's not a crime until he actually gets behind you to pull you over because you didn't know you were being chased. So, prime example, this is my very first video I uploaded to YouTube. Oh, what's this? This actual video is from 2010, but my lawyer said not to upload it until 2011. He told me until I left the state. So when I left Ohio, I uploaded it a year later. So I figured it was a good time, you know, a little 10-year anniversary on smoking this pig, and give you the full story behind actually why he was after me on this backcountry road and what went down. Because I've had a lot of subscribers since then, and you might not have seen this video. This is actual dash cam footage from the chase, and how you would get something like this is from a motion discovery. This is the state's evidence against me. So let's get to it. Let's jump on the screen and let's go over this video. So here's some of the falls of living in a small town. Unfortunately, everybody knows who you are. So Trooper Goss was stalking me on this road on my way to work. There I am, the hardcore criminal. I worked about an hour away up in Columbus. I live in a small town. I live on a 400-acre farm is what I actually grew up on. So this is a backcountry road I grew up driving. Doesn't stand a chance. So he's a state trooper. State troopers never come on backcountry roads. There's no reason for them. We've met in the past. He's already written me a ticket before for a window tint and no front license plate. And I told him, well, you're lucky I even pulled over for you. And he goes, excuse me? I go, you heard me. And that's what started this entire thing. So he was waiting on this road to catch me on my way to work. And hey man, I'm not gonna pull over and make his job easy. I didn't know I was being chased. And that's what my attorney also said and was able to prove. Because as you watch this entire video, you see Goss in an upset rage, driving like a maniac after a ghost. You never see me again. I'm gone. I smoked him. So what happened here is when I had to go to court, and I'll explain to you how I had to go to court. So my lawyer argued I turned left here, which is a very long straightaway. That's why I didn't turn left, or else he would have got me. So I turned right. So you're probably wondering, if I don't get pulled over, how in the world did I get this video? Well, living in a small town, Trooper Goss actually knew who my family was because I have one of the larger farms in the little city that we lived in. So after I made it to work, which takes an hour to get to Columbus, he basically went to my parents' house. He told my parents, he said, hey, your son outran me today, is what he told my dad. And my dad, being the honest man that he is, he looks at him and says, I have no doubt he outran you. He hates law enforcement. So little did my dad know that that statement was going to be, he was going to get subpoenaed to court to testify against me in trial, which never made it there. So as you see here, Trooper Goss trying to issue a 75-mile-an-hour ticket in a 55-mile-an-hour zone on a backcountry road in the middle of BFE. He was just crossing a double yellow line, and if somebody was coming over that hill, he would have killed him, without a doubt. So here's where he changes over the radio signal. Sorry for the quality on this, it's just an old video. And he basically calls in for roadblocks. He knows I'm going to Columbus. He knows I work in Columbus. So the citations that I got issued here, because once he talked to my parents and figured out where I worked in Columbus, he actually showed up to my work. He came to my place of employment 4 hours later after this incident. And he made a huge scene when he came because he had a full intentions to get me fired, which is what happened. So when he came to work, he came there to my office. He came with his bunch of buddies with sirens on and pulled in the parking lot and issued me 5 citations. These 5 citations were 74 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone, no front license plate, window tint, obstruction of official police business, and fleeing and eluding. So he knew all these charges wouldn't stick. He knew it was going to cost me $2,000 to get a lawyer to just get proven not guilty. So this is his ego, which obviously my ego was big too, is what happened. Instead of just accepting that he couldn't catch me, and I still have the exact same car 15 years later, he intentionally gave 5 bogus charges that he knew would not stick, and instead of just giving the charges to my parents while he was there, he drove an hour outside of where his actual well, he's a statey. He has the entire state as his jurisdiction. He drove an hour out of his city all the way up to Columbus to give me these citations, and he made a huge scene when he did it because he pulled into my office with his sirens on. So even though I got found not guilty on all these charges, it didn't matter. My place of employment had to fire me because of the scene that it made. So obviously I have very much respect for law enforcement from a young age because I was harassed a lot in the town that I lived in, on my dirt bike, in my car. It doesn't happen in bigger cities because they have stuff to do. So you can listen to this redneck right now, hear him talk here as he calls in on the computer and he tries to figure out what happened to me.
Paul George Boyd, 8713, PGB 8713, 45. I'll clear myself here in a second.
Hey, what's that integrity license plate? That idiot just got away from me again.
4296604.
I had him at 74 on Bomb and Hill.
1496. If you can stay on the bypass, I can run through the city here. Okay.
So Kathy has it on the computer. Alright, I'm gonna be a little while because I've got 604s trying to set up on 33A North. I don't know where the idiot went. He passed another car, had been over double yellow, and then all of a sudden he just lost me. So, all right, I will be a little late. All right, bye.